Hey yo, it is me. Yes, I'm back from a 2 year vacation. I will refuse to alliterate why. Um, but I'm going to try and make this a mainstay, hopefully. Just try and do one a week. Shouldn't be too hard. We'll find out though. So I decided to come back and say, hey, let's go ahead and take a look at the E-100 on World of Tanks Blitz. It is, in my opinion, a great tank. Others may not say so. This tank is great at a couple things. It has good armor. It's great at angling. It has a big gun, which is does the most alpha damage out of any tier 10 tank as far as the regular AP goes. If you're talking about period, that'll also be this tank because it does the most HE damage. However, the BZ-75 with its Hesh gun does, I think, 770. I mean, we could take a look real quick. Let's see. 780. Okay. But that's like the only really comparator to something for, say, like the E-100. Well, let's stop wasting time. We'll get into one real quick. I believe this tank is great at angling. It's just a good all-rounder. Slightly above average in my opinion. However, it is my most played tank because I like it so much. Then again, it takes time to get good at this tank. You're not going to be good at it right away. That's not going to... You're not going to know where to put this tank every time or position it to where it's strong when you first get it. It's a little different from, for say, the Tiger 2 or the E-75. Quite a bit different because it doesn't have a low alpha gun. You have a high alpha gun with a long reload, and you have to just know where to position it. This thing is fantastic at side scraping. It is great at angling, and good at hitting certain shots, except for that one, evidently. And again, I didn't really fully aim that, but oh well. Now, what I like doing is I like doing live gameplay, so that's what I plan to do here. I don't know if this guy is alone, but I also don't know where the TDs are. Oh, there's one. Please, shoot through it. I dare you. Come on. Okay. This game is going alright so far. A medium side is keeping up. Me and VK over here are holding them off. I just hope that they don't realize that they fail to realize that I can shoot him from here. As well as, if they push this right side, then they get a win pretty much, for sure. I'll just slap that into him. Okay, I'm all alone. So positioning on this tank is very important. I would say you should really try to stay with your team, as this tank will fall apart all by itself. Now, that guy bounced, not because this tank is hard to pen, especially with the Death Star, but he bounced because I angled my turret. And that's what this tank is really all about. There's no catch to it. This tank is just all about angling and being in the right position to do so. So I see how I'm always in a position to side scrape here. I never pull out with my turret facing flat because that's how you get penned. Pull out with your turret angled, look, and then shoot, and they can't really pen you. It's kind of funny. It looks like our teammates taken the initiative and started going around. This VK decided he could try and get me, and he actually hits me pretty hard, which is impressive considering I should pay attention more. But yeah, so you could just sit here and distract them, do what you need to do, while our teammates come around and finish off the fallen. So it looks like they're all focused on that guy, so I'm going to go ahead and roll around here and make it as hard to pen me as possible. Like that. And And now this thing has fantastic HE damage, so I could just HE him for 200 and kill him there. And then this tank does 1,020 HE damage. So let's see if I could showcase that here real quick. No, not good enough. Do it, Death Star. Alright. Yeah, so the underplate is really, really weak, though. Usually able to be penetrated if you're straight on. If you're not, then that's where it becomes difficult to pen. Now, let's try and run it for another game real quick. At least make it a decent video to watch. So this game wasn't too impressive, just the usual. But as I showcased there, this tank works great in city areas. It's not very good at dunes because your gun's lower than your whole turret. People can shoot the top of your turret, like right here, if you're on a dune. So it's not that great at, for say, hills or anything like that. You'll want to put it in a city position or a position to angle always. Now, I'm going to say my teammates aren't being very wise here, but I'm not going to go down to the hills. I'm going to stay up here where there's buildings and flat ground, because I know the disadvantages of this tank. And this tank has changed quite a lot over the years, which is another thing to discuss. That Leopard 1 is not being smart right now. And he's already out of my range. This tank isn't very fast either. So, yeah, righty. Hey, bud. Pay attention. So, this tank usually isn't that good at snapshots, but I think with my kit, it's pretty good. This 6-go is being bullied right now. I'm deciding whether I want to go and help him or not. I think I'm going to try. He'll kill the 57, and then the 752 will think, oh, I'm safe. Yep, come back my way. Thank you. And we could go ahead and show this guy what's good. Why not? Gonna put the second one in. That's not bad. And move out of there so the yoke can go his shots. 1, 2, cool. Oh boy. This is gonna be different. I need to screw up here. Oh no, he was able to kill him. Well, it looks like our team wiped him out pretty good. I didn't do much this game except be a good distraction. I'd say the Yo did the most out of anything. Yeah, good job. And then this guy isn't helping their team at all. I know, Fallen, I know. And this guy's just sitting back here soaking up damage. I'll take the kill though. But yeah, this tank is it's just average in half of the stuff. It has a really big scary gun which allows you to push back everybody else on the enemy team. It has good armor nowadays. Back then it used to not be so good because of premium spam. And then in between premium spam and all the balance changes, it wasn't that good because premium got buffed. And then it became cheese. And then ever since Wargaming decided to actually buff the turret 20 millimeters, which I've always said would put this tank at a really good position. It's just a great tank now. It's fun to play, in my opinion. You may not enjoy slow, heavy sluggers like I do, but whatever you enjoy, have at it, man. But yeah, I believe it's just good. It's one of my favorite tanks to play, evidently by this too. But yeah, so that's my E-100 review. If you enjoy it, cool. If not, do whatever. I mean, I don't care. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week.